This is
Reverb Unseen
on Stratcast Radio.
This is Reverb.
Hello and welcome to Reverb Unseen with me, Jack Bill Birchall, and my good friend here,
Sam Burgess Green.
And we've got an absolutely brilliant show lined up for you today, haven't we, Sam?
It's going to be absolutely fantastic.
So, also, before we start, we want to point out that you can follow us on Twitter at Reverb Unseen. So please do send your tweets in throughout the show, and we'll try and read them out at the end if we've got some time. But without wasting any more time, we've got a song here from a band called Homeschooled. They're a three-piece band from Birmingham, and they're a shoegaze band. So, without further ado, here's their song, Head Rush.
Unheard.
Unsigned.
This is Reverb.
So that was Head Rush there by Birmingham band Homeschooled, and you can pick that song up on their new EP, The Safety of Your Car Passenger Seat, and you can find that by searching them on Facebook, and there will be a link to their Bandcamp. So what did you think of that then, Sam?
It's great to hear a local track from a local Birmingham band. Sounds professional. Sounds like it should be being played on a very big mainstream radio station.
Well, we are a very big mainstream radio station. Well, I'd like to think so anyway. Don't know about you.
Well, it's good that you think so.
Right.
But now we have got a very, very special guest. We have got Max XCVI in to talk about his new EP and his new single. Max, how are ya?
Fine, thanks Sam, nice to be here.
Great to meet you too. How are ya?
I'm fine. Just chilling.
Right, well, I'm going to be asking you some questions now, trying to get to know a little bit more about you.
Okay.
Nothing too personal,
I hope.
so we don't want to know what colour socks you're wearing this morning, because nobody cares. But anyway.
Turquoise.
Oh, well, actually you are. That's interesting. So, first question is, how long have you been doing Max XCVI then?
Well, I first started when I was about 14 years old in my
14?
bedroom. Yeah, it's quite young, and I've always been sort of interested in music and producing, and it's just sort of escalated, and now I'm just loving it.
Alright, so sorry, how old are you now then?
18, nearly 19.
18, nearly 19, you've been doing this
5 years.
5 years. It's a long time. But so, immediately we notice that you're not from around here because of your accent. So, could you tell us where you're from?
I'm obviously from up north, so I'm from near Preston.
Near Preston? I haven't
Yeah.
heard of near Preston.
Near Preston, it's a new town.
A new town.
Go on.
So, growing up in the north, has that had an influence on your music?
Yeah, I think growing up north, everybody's sort of into Oasis and Noel Gallagher and Oasis and Noel Gallagher
Ah.
and the sort of mod scene, and I've sort of never been. I've had to put up with it really, but I've never been interested in that sort of music really.
So who would you say did inspire you to go on to do the sort of music that you do?
Well, I grew up listening to people like Moby. Do you know the
Yeah, I
electronic
know Moby.
artist from the 90s, was it something?
He's
80s?
still going now.
Yeah, and I've listened to him for quite a long time. When I was growing up, I've always been interested in sort of electronic, sort of based stuff, Daft Punk, whatever. Yeah.
So would you say these artists are the artists that encouraged you to go and start making the music?
Yeah,
then?
they were the stepping stones, and then obviously I've developed my music taste over time.
So we've also noticed that you've worked with quite a lot of artists, because on your tracks there's a lot of artists that feature. So have you got a favourite one?
Well, I've collaborated with people from Mississippi and New York, but
As far as New York?
yeah, twice actually.
Twice?
Yeah. And I'm doing a collaboration now with a guy called Moe from South East London.
So a bit closer to where you are?
Yeah, and that track should be on my next EP, which has been released in March on my birthday.
On your birthday? See, that's the next question that we're going to lead on to. We're going to ask you about your new EP, because I've listened to Unknown Time, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. So please do tell us about your new EP.
My new EP is called Pegasus,
Pegasus.
and it's absolutely much better than Unknown Time. I've left it quite a long time. I did Unknown Time last summer.
Mhm.
I've left a big gap, so 2015 I'm going to drop this, and hopefully it'll everybody can see the improvement.
So give us a few details on Pegasus. So obviously it's coming out on your birthday, which I believe is March the 5th.
March the 5th, yeah. Bandcamp.com/MaxXCVI. That'll be put up there for free.
For free?
Yeah, it's a 9-track EP.
9 tracks. So closer to an album, but
Never refuse anything free.
No.
That's what I was saying.
might get 4 copies. Don't know about you.
5.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Heard it here first on Reverb Unseen. So we also know that you're taking a venture away from music and something else. Maybe a clothing company?
You mean 4 Height?
Yeah, I do mean 4 Height.
Yeah, well, it's something I've recently started doing because I'm not interested in fashion as much, but I'm interested in art and sort of doing art and like the different forms of art. And if I can do a drawing and then put it on a t-shirt and then sell that t-shirt, then that's great. So that's 4 Height, and that's at 4 Height on Twitter, and 4height.spreadshirt.co.uk if you want to buy any of the items. Yeah.
I think I might have to jump on my phone during the next song and see if I can order a t-shirt. Don't know about you, Sam.
Yeah, definitely, and I hope 4 Height is following Reverb Unseen on Twitter.
I mean, I hope you brought some t-shirts in as well. Maybe give us away for free, seeing as we're plugging you today.
They're expensive.
Very expensive. We hope
Quality.
not. Quality garments.
Yeah.
So, just give us a little bit of a rundown of how we can actually follow you on the internet. So your Bandcamp, your Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram. Okay. Just get everybody to follow you.
So SoundCloud, it's soundcloud.com/MaxXCVI, and there's plenty of new tunes on there. I'll have one of my tracks with Moe coming out maybe this week. And Bandcamp is bandcamp.com/MaxXCVI.
Alright. So, we also wanted you to plug our own Twitter, but that is at Reverb Unseen on Twitter, and you're listening to Reverb Unseen on Stratcast Radio. Now, we're going to let you introduce this next song because we're playing one of your songs. So, we're going to be playing Sunset 1945. Can you tell us a bit about it before you introduce it?
Yeah, this is a track I did with a guy from Holland, and it's a remix of a song I did probably in 2013 or something. And he said, "Can I remix it? And do you want to help with it?" And I said, "Yeah, let's make it a bit more electronic and let's get it a bit more vibey." So I said, "Yeah." So yeah, this is Sunset 1945 by me and Vinnie Pugh.
You're listening to Reverb Unseen on
Stratcast Radio.
So that was Max XCVI. There was Sunset 1945. Great chatting to him, and a fantastic underground artist, and we hope that he'll be getting much bigger soon.
I can't believe the amount of people that he's worked with from all over the different countries.
It's insane, isn't it?
It's absolutely insane. But
And
talking about underground tracks, we've got a brilliant underground track from an underground artist from North London. He's even been collaborating with the likes of Wiley, Skepta, all the huge grime artists in
Wiley
the UK.
and Skepta.
Wiley and Skepta, can you believe it?
That's insane.
And he's only 21 years old.
21.
Should we give it a listen?
Let's give it a listen.
Paintings on my WhatsApp and my iPhone too. The brown skin girls and the white ones too. Girls love me and I love them too. I was on the roads when Lizzie made I Love You. We'll talk about me, better hashtag merch. Hashtag merch. Can't chat about speed on my cabman search. Cabman search. Shout out to my big bro Whitey, that's a bad man from early. Look, I'm a boss man like Birdie, I'm a bad man like Shirley.
Shirley.
If Grimes dead, then how am I here? How? Big man like me with a beard, look, how am I scared? How can I? God's wrath is the only power man fear. Couple skeng man and shower man here. Shower man down in my shower man gear. Yeah. Talk about me, you better hashtag problem. Addy, that's creps, don't ask what I got. Don't ask what they are, don't ask if I cop them. I go half of my team, I go half of my squad. Where'd you get Rolly from? I do not know this don. Where do you know me from? Out here like the road deep song, man, I'm trying to put my coldies on. I do not know this don. Where do you know me from? 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 Got bit by a snake, but I'm over that. Can't chat about gal, I get loads of that. Man, know I'm a beast on stage. Don't make man go back to culture clash. What we say? Right about four. No, what we say, Ruben? Yeah? What? Man, are overgassed. Dark skin boy, man, are over black. Too real crazy and known for that. Talk about peace, but you owe me that. Man, are not real like that. Real talk, man, I get cool like that. Man, I talk rectal, man, I get caught in the flesh. Look, man, I not built like that. We all know you're a good child. So pull up your jeans, get off the street and go do your man proud. Go get a job and don't come out your house. Mom, look, I don't rate them boys. Bare waste man, bare pagan boys. I come to your team and I up. I'm David Moyes. Look, I'm a lord to the mic. Yeah, and I ain't been lord to the mics. Yeah, can't chat about bars, can't chat about flow, car, man, I done all of that hype. What? Where'd you get Rolly from? Where'd you get Rolly from? I do not know this don. Where do you know me from? Out here like the road deep song, man, I'm trying to put my coldies on. I do not know this don. Where do you know me from? 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 Yo, I big up Wiley, man, I have to pay homage to the Godfather. Yeah, my name is Stormzy. My name is The Problem. My name is Big Mike. My name is Stiff Chocolate. My name is Wicked Skeng Man, live in the flesh. Boy, know me from? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from? Where do you know me from?
That was Stormzy with Where Do You Know Me From?
That was an absolutely brilliant tune there. So you're saying that he worked with Wiley and Skepta as well?
He's been working with Wiley and Skepta recently. He's been around for about 3 years, but he's recently blew up in the grime scene.
Alright, well, we've actually got a tweet from Max as well that's just come in. He said that he really enjoyed chatting to me and that apparently we're cool.
That's great, he's a great person.
Yeah. But now moving on to our gig guide. So, this week, on Monday at the O2 Academy, we've got Say We Can Fly. He's a one-man acoustic act and he's from Canada. So that should be quite interesting. You should get yourself down to there. On Tuesday, got one of Sam's favourite artists, Jessie J. She's down at the O2 and
That's
Sam,
right. She's one of my favourite artists.
you've shown me your tickets already. I mean, you did try to get me to go with you, but...
Yeah, I am going to be missing college on that day. I am going to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
First thing, take me breakfast, me lunch, me dinner. I'm going to be there, front of the queue.
Yeah. Also on Tuesday we've got some pop punk bands, and that's Knucklepuck, Seaway, Neck Deep and Trophy Eyes, and they're down at the O2 Academy too. Also at the Barclaycard Arena there's Slipknot. They're a big band, but don't know if you've heard of them or not. But yeah, on Wednesday there's a few unsigned acts playing in Moseley and Digbus. So at Moseley at the Bull's Head you got the Jacarandas, Easy Kill and Alex Moore, and there's no reason to not go down to that show because it's a £1 entry.
You've got no excuse.
It's £1. It's nothing, is it?
Nope.
And down at the Oobleck in Digbeth, you got Moose Blood, Choir, Vandals, and Boston Manor. Some interesting names, but that will be a good show, I reckon. So, on Friday, you got down at the O2, you got Lights in K-Flate, and there'll be some information about them on our Twitter, probably at the end of the show, and another show going down at the Institute. Wiley.
And can you believe it? Stormzy is going to be there.
Stormzy's going to be there with Wiley.
Stormzy's going to be there, and I'm going to be there too. So if you want to meet your favourite Reverb Unseen presenter, you come down there and you can meet me.
Go down there. It's only a £5 to get an autograph from Sam, and an extra £2 on top of that if you want a photo as well. But at the Asylum, there's Front Porch Steppin', who's an acoustic pop punk act. So lots of stuff going on Friday. So Saturday down at the O2 you've got the Mighty Rain, Signs of Fire, Resonant Taurus, and they're all metal bands. And on Sunday down at the Institute you got Kasheen, they're a British trip-hop act from Bristol. And then some more unsigned on Sunday. Down at the Roadhouse you've got the Second City Showdown, which is a sort of all-day festival with some Birmingham metal bands. And then at Scruffy Murphy's, you've got some alternative rock from Birmingham bands Up River and Someone Said Fire.
You've really got no excuse to not be watching your unsigned artists.
Exactly, and this is your gig guide for this week, Monday the 26th to Sunday the 1st. So, now we're going to close up the show with a California rapper called Kixie Siete, and this is his song, Seventh Sense. We've been Jack and Sam, and you're listening to Reverb Unseen on Stratcast Radio.
The revolution's been here, and that's word to common. It's Yacht Club, Kixie Siete. Turn me up in the headphones. Look. Music from the soul. Look. See, I'm a Filipino kid who grew up with the Hispanics. Hung around the block, started talking with the accent. My shirt got bigger, my pants started sagging. I remember mama used to blame it on my black friends. I remember back then, long hair, chubby kid, always in a funny fit, the one that the honeys dissed. And just in case you wondering what happened, I fell into the rhythm, eventually started rapping. Ever since I realized music was my passion, beanie to the side, eventually started swagging. Got a little older, now my shirt's the right size and my pants a little low, but they fit me just fine. I've seen some bad days and I've had some great nights. You don't really shine your brightest till you're in the right light. And ever since I learned how to grip a mic tight, I've been on the grind right and trying to live a nice life. Yo, this for Goose, hope you listen, my boy. I'm down here 310, still bringing the noise. I remember you told me that you thought I'd always make it, so I hope you're watching over me, protect me from my haters. They only started hating once I got a little famous. Got a price up on my head, but there's a chance that I'll be taken. Cause now these other careers are sort of whack. Even if I die tomorrow, I'm immortal through my raps. And plus, I like to pour my heart out on the track, so when they listen in the future, they gon' know about my past. You feel me? Rest in peace, Chris Van der Geest. That's a quick intermission for those who ain't listen. This the history of hip-hop rewritten. I be heat spitting, I ain't never beat skipping. Let the DJ scratch for anyone flea bitten by this blood-sucking parasite. Got these rappers living lavish lives, but they ain't even half as nice. Half the time I'm only using up half my mind. You don't need a mastermind to know that I've mastered mine. My poetry, tell me what you supposed to be. My music sends love to everybody who's close to me. I'm slow breathing, steady my soul speaking to satisfy the crave of anyone dope fiending. I be very high, no need to be acting fly. I'm just waving high at every cloud that I'm passing by. It's Yacht Club Kixie 310, baby. That's common sense. It's Yacht Club. We out.
You're listening to Reverb Unseen on Stratcast Radio.
Hello and welcome to the second part of Reverb Unseen. I'm Naomi.
And I'm Jordan, and we'll be taking you through the next 20 minutes here on Reverb Unseen, only on stratcast.co.uk.
And if you enjoyed the last show with Jack and Sam, then you're going to love this one. Coming up, we have music from the great unsigned artists, including Electric Spiffs. Max and Zach are going to be talking about what albums are coming out in 2015, and we'll be revealing our track of the week. Coming up on today's show.
So you can't go.
And I can't wait for all of that, Naomi. It's a very exciting show we've got for you guys. But before we get to all that other stuff, first we're going to kick things off with the Sharpshooters, a two-piece band based in Bedworth. It's hard to believe these guys haven't been signed yet. This is Keep the Faith on Reverb Unseen.
So I went for a walk on my own. The voices won't leave me alone. And I tried for a little while. And I sat with myself, my dreams in my hand, trying to make a plan, trying to understand what it's all about. The way you dream, world outside, you gotta let it know. A world outside, you gotta let it know. The way you feel, the way you dream, a world outside, you gotta let them know. A world outside, you gotta let it know. Keep the faith, keep the faith. Keep the faith, keep the faith. For you know, yeah, your love will come and pass you by. Don't you know, you live and you die. Forever gonna watch the reasons why. Just before you say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, 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 goodbye.
You're tuned in to Reverb Unseen only on stratcast.co.uk. You're listening to Naomi and Jordan, and that was Sharpshooters, Keep the Faith.
It certainly was. And now, guys, if you hear something you like today, visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/Reverb Unseen to check out all the bands featured on today's show.
And now for a brilliant band currently working their way up, playing gigs and festivals around the UK. This is a band that love writing and performing music that people find hard to put into a box. This is Electric Spivs with Pengy Pup.
Down an alleyway by the back street, baby. Wads of cash in their pocket. Along comes a man in a long dark trench coat, oversized eyeball in one socket. He says to them, I got the dough. They say back, well, we really don't know. Show us the kid and we'll give you the sponge. Show us the kid and we'll give you the sponge. Show us the kid and we'll give you the sponge. If we all do this, nothing can go wrong. Here we go, 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 go. Here we go, 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 go. Here we go, go, go. So they do the deal and it all goes smooth. They go home and celebrate with some booze. They look each other in the eye and say cheers. For the moment it's allays all of their fears. So they had their kid for a couple of weeks, and they think there's something is wrong with it. Cause it's got a pretty big beak. Cause it's got a pretty big beak. Cause it's got a pretty big beak and a rather large appetite for fish. We need some fish. We need some fish. That's after all those months of IVF, they met a man with a band and his name was Jeff. Said Brad and Angelina, they're so romantic. Why don't you adopt a baby from the Atlantic? I can't believe they can be so thick. I could not tell the kid was a chick. Oh my God, this is doing my head in. Oh my God, this is doing my head in. Oh my God, this is doing my head in. We're gonna got ourselves a bloody penguin. Oh, so tempting. A bloody penguin.
That was Electric Spivs here on Reverb Unseen, only on stratcast.co.uk. And now, guys, it's time for a part of the show that we haven't quite thought of a name for yet.
No, not yet.
It's a really good part of the show. It's just we're indecisive about the name because we got to pick one that's just right to match the quality. You know what I mean, Naomi? Like, we're not quite there about thinking about it yet. But it's where Max and Zach talk about their favourite albums of 2014 and what they're looking forward to it in 2015. So, should we let them take it away?
Yeah, take it away, guys.
Go for it, guys.
Max and Zach are going to take you on an intergalactic journey through the realm of music albums. I was like, nah, mate. But then I realized this could be the best thing I've ever witnessed. So I think you should give them a chance. One time for the homies. Reverb Unseen. Max and Zach. The best albums of 2014 and 2015.
Hello, I'm Max.
I'm Zach.
And we're going to be telling you about the best albums from last year and this year. It's going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be the best thing you've probably ever heard. So, let's start off with the first album, which is coming out in 2015.
Yep.
Coldplay. It's called
I know them.
A Head Full of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Martin was talking about it on BBC Radio 1. And you know what? I'm so stoked for that one. I'm so excited. How about you, Zach?
Yeah. Oh.
You are? I didn't know you was a...
No, not a massive Coldplay fan. But I'll listen to it just for you, Max.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Thank you very much.
That's fine.
Okay. And also, like, we've got Coldplay coming out, obviously, but to the other side of music, we've got rap albums coming out.
Love my rap.
You love your rap.
I love my rap.
Can you rap a bit for us now? Go on.
God, no,
no freestyle?
No.
Oh, okay, no freestyle. Right, we've got rap albums like Joy Badass, which is going to be good. I think that's been released. He's 20 now. He's coming through. He's going to be taking everything. You know, all the awards and everything.
I'm sure he will.
We've got new A$AP Rocky.
Oh, he's one of my favourites. Is
he?
Yeah.
We've got new Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
We've got new Pusha T. You know, the list goes on and on. I think you're so excited for the rap.
You can see in my eyes, can't you, how pumped I am.
Yeah. Okay, so another album being released this year.
Yep.
Taylor Swift. She's got an album called 19. The year Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh, it's like yeah.
Taylor Swift.
No. I know Taylor Swift. Yeah.
I bet you do. Okay. Are you stoked for that?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So am I.
Sound it.
Right. Next one.
Yep.
Bob Dylan. He's got a new album coming out in 2015.
Bob. I thought he was dead.
No, mate.
Bob Dylan's not dead.
He's very much alive if he's making music.
That's the best thing I've heard
still
all day.
Dancing and singing and being Bob Dylan.
Cool.
Right, the next one. I'm going to have to try and guess what...
Oh yeah. You got to guess what my favourite album of 2014 was.
Yeah.
Okay, right. First clue.
Okay.
There's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's two of them.
There's two people.
There's two.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
Very, very nice.
There's no guitars.
No guitars.
Just one bass guitar, one drum. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have a guess.
Anything?
I'm thinking. I've got a thought in my head.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm thinking. Does it begin with R?
It does. Yeah. You got it there.
Oh. Is it 2 words?
It's 2 words.
It's a bit like charades. It's a second word. Does that begin with B?
Yeah.
Oh,
you've got it.
I'm getting close.
Go on. What is it?
So close. Is it Royal Blood?
It is Royal Blood.
Yes. Oh, I nailed it. Impressive.
Nailed it.
Now you have to try and guess my favourite album.
Go for it. Okay. First clue.
Okay. They're a rap group.
Lana Del Rey.
Is Lana Del Rey really a rap group?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
was it?
Well,
no.
Completely wrong.
Okay. No. Okay.
You're from New York.
I don't know.
You really don't know, do you?
I have no idea. Go on, just tell me.
Well,
the suspense is killing me.
The legendary Rat King.
Oh, right, yeah.
So It Goes.
Rat King,
That's my favourite album. That was voted in the New York Times last year as in the top 5 albums, I think.
Oh wow,
that's a great album.
Cool. And what are you looking forward to in 2015?
Well,
the
band Tame Impala. I love them.
Okay.
I think it was 2013 when they came out with Inner Speaker and their other album, and I absolutely loved that. Got both of their albums, and this year it's been rumoured, and I think it's probably been certified that they're definitely going to be bringing out an album this year, so I'm stoked for that.
Wick. Yeah.
It's very like trippy music, very ambient, very, it's like just chill.
Cool. Yeah, it's good.
How about you, Zach?
I don't know. There's a few coming out this year, but Tool, I think. It's got a Tool album.
Tool.
Been waiting ages for it. I haven't released one in a while, so that'll be good.
That sounds fantastic. I think I'll be looking forward to that one.
Okay.
And that's the end of our nice little segment. So see you later, folks. Have a nice rest of the show.
That was Max and Zach, and make sure you keep tweeting in your favourite albums of 2014 and tell us what albums you are most looking forward to in 2015 at Reverb Unseen.
And maybe, guys, you could help us decide a name as well, because we are struggling. Now, unfortunately, that is all we have time for.
Oh.
But don't worry, because we're not going to leave you guys without us giving you our unseen track of the week.
Yeah, join us here next week, same time, same place, for some more great tracks from unsigned artists. And we'll also be having an interview with a brilliant rock band working their way up named Lampstack.
Sounds exciting.
It does.
We've been Naomi and Jordan, and now we hand you over to Liam and Amy for the final part of the show. But first, this is our unseen track of the week. This is Big Sky's Cherry Coke.
You're listening to Reverb Unseen on Shotcast Radio.
When you're alone, your soul floats on the breeze. Well, then
Unheard.
Unsigned.
Unseen.
This is Reverb.
There we go, Cherry Coat by Big Skies. That's our track of the week here on Reverb Unseen. Big shout out to Naomi and Jordan there for taking us through the middle period of Reverb. I'm Liam Clark.
And I'm Amy O'Brien. Coming up, we're going to be telling you a little bit about a local singer-songwriter, Pembroke Tennyson, who has been featured recently on the BBC Introducing playlist, and we'll play you one of his beautiful original songs too, so make sure you stay tuned for that.
And later on, we've got some exciting news to tell you about old Reverb favourites Jetpack. But first, it's time for a little bit of spice. This is a band from Cheltenham who use a mix of blues and funk to create some really big tunes.
They're a great four-piece band, and if you like what you hear in the next few minutes, please check out their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/T-Spice and the Readies for more information.
And if you missed that one, all the links will be on our Twitter page this evening, which is at Reverb Unseen, so go and check that out. But anyway, here we go. It's time for Spice and the Readies on stratcast.co.uk.
That look in your eyes, it only serves to entice my love. Can't stop these feelings that rise, girl, you're hypnotic and sensual. But now the stars shine brighter for me. Don't you know that you're the only girl I can see? So throw your arms up, baby, and sway a little closer to me. But now the spotlight
This is Reverb.
That was Spice and the Readies with Sway a Little Closer, and I quite fancy having a little dance, don't you?
I'm loving that track. I believe it's called a toe tapper, is what you call one of those songs. And if I wasn't in a radio studio right now, I would be throwing some serious shapes.
No, believe me, Liam, I've witnessed that, and nobody else needs to see it.
Well, I think one person who would like to see it is Zach, who's tweeted in saying he's absolutely loving Reverb Unseen today, and that he just can't get enough of the Spice from Spice and the Ready. So Zach, thank you for your tweet, and check out Spice Bryson and Reddy's Facebook page to see what else they're up to in the coming weeks.
And please keep your tweets coming in to @Reverb Unseen, because we are looking out for them, and we'd love to hear your thoughts on everything that we're covering today. You know, especially this guy coming up in a minute, because we think he's destined for exciting stuff. We're of course talking about local-based, Leamington Spa-based, musician Pembroke Tennyson.
Absolutely, I love this guy. And while Leamington Spa is just on the doorstep here in Stratford-upon-Avon, Pembroke was actually born in San Francisco, and then he moved back to the UK when he turned 11, which he says explains his unusual accent. And I actually heard he was docked points at a university competition for, and I quote Amy, being a fake American.
I heard that as well.
That's a little bit harsh.
That's hard. It's unfair, isn't it?
Very fair. Outrageous.
Poor lad. But anyway, Pembroke Tennyson, what a fantastic name for a musician. I love that. But of course, you can't just have the good name. You need to have a great sound. You've got to have a creative mind too. I've heard some of his music, and I can tell you now, I think he's onto a winner. Even though he's only been doing it professionally for about a year now, you can see the skill and passion there already. He said he's big on music that gets you thinking and moving.
Well, he's inspired in particular by Led Zeppelin, David Bowie and the Beatles, and I don't think there's many people who can say that they're not moved by those champions of musical creativity, but I certainly see those influences in his style, and let's hope that Pembroke Tennyson goes on to be just as long-lasting and iconic as those guys are. But don't forget, if he does, of course, you heard him here on Stratcast first, and don't forget, I was the one who told you about him.
Yeah, and me too, Liam, of course. I helped there.
Yes.
But right now, we've got one of his great tracks, Upside Down, and that's on stratcast.co.uk.
So I spend my whole weekend tormented. All of my hopes on slippery slopes upended. I'm coming unglued, I'm very confused, upside down, upside down, upside down. Oh, what you say put me in bed, overrun, ill at my ease, weak at the knees, and destroyed. I'm highly distressed and seriously messed upside down. And I'm so turned around. Oh, you're so cruel, and I'm a fool to be so mixed up. And it'll take years if this brain clears before I'm fixed up. I've just been burned, my dreams overturned upside down. What was your game? Why did you claim we were faded? And why did you go, leaving me so dislocated? My life's plan is crashed, twisted and smashed upside down.
Upside Down by the wonderful Pembroke Tennyson. Great song there, and I can't wait to hear more from him.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving that track. And make sure you go to his page on SoundCloud to check out the rest of his tunes. That is soundcloud.com/Pembroke-Tennyson. And of course, if you follow us on Twitter @Reverb Unseen, we'll be posting all the links there too. We'll be talking to Pembroke again in the next few weeks, so make sure you keep tuning in to Reverb Unseen for details and more new music. And honestly, I'm interested to hear a bit more about this fake accent he's got himself in trouble for.
So am I. He's drawn me me in with the synopsis of that story, and I can't wait to hear the rest of it. But now this next guy is someone I had the pleasure to meet on the set of Reverb Live last year. He's a local lad with a love and a passion for all things music, I think. His name is Guy Challenger, and you can find out more details about him and indeed his music at www.guychallenger.com. And here he is, Amy, with a love song.
Oh, how lovely.
On Stratcast Radio.
Change your mind, I'll come straight back to your side. 'Cause there's no getting over you. Yeah, there's no getting over you. And I hate it when we fight, and it keeps me up all night. 'Cause I need you on my side. Yeah, I need you on my side. And I'm still writing love songs for no one, but I'd love to write this one for you. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl and you make me feel alive. And I'm still writing love songs for no one, but I'd love to write this one for you. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl and you make me feel alive. And I hate to say goodbye at the end of every night, 'cause you mean that much to me. Yeah, you mean that much to me. And I'm still writing love songs for no one, but I'd love to write this one for you. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl and you make me feel alive. Well, I'm still writing love songs for no one, but I'd love to write this one for you. 'Cause you're the prettiest girl and you make me feel alive. You made me feel alive, feel alive, feel alive.
Unheard.
Unsigned.
Unseen. This is Reverb.
So we've heard Pembroke Tennyson Upside Down, and just now that was Guy Challenger with a love song, which sets a really nice vibe here on Reverb Unseen, Amy.
Yeah, for a cold day, I'm feeling all warm inside now.
I might even take my scarf off.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, don't forget to visit his Twitter at Guy Challenger, or go to facebook.com/Guy Challenger. Anyway, it's just coming up to the end of the show here on stratcast.co.uk, and you're listening to Amy and Liam on Reverb Unseen, where, we're pretty sad about running out of time.
We absolutely are. But before we leave you, we do have some good news, and it regards Cheltenham-based band and good friends of Stratcast, Jetpack.
Oh, these guys have appeared on the last 3 Reverbs and are big fan favourites. They've been known to rock your socks off.
I've heard that as well. And with Dennis Cook on vocals, Paul Roberts on lead guitar, Richard Beattie on bass, and Sam Haskins on the drums, these boys are good friends and formed together due to their mutual love for punk rock, and they actually met at university, and they really are one of Stratcast's biggest success stories.
They certainly are, and we were so delighted to hear that they've been signed by Hit and Run Records, who are an independent record label based in Birmingham. So it's all local, and that is fantastic news for the guys.
Absolutely, and I don't know about you, Amy, but I can certainly see Jetpack taking off.
Oh dear, well anyway, on that cheersy note, it's definitely time to close the show. These guys just go to show how Reverb can help unsigned artists get recognised. If you're part of an unsigned band, or you're a solo artist still busking on the streets, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Tweet us at Reverb Unseen, or message us via our Facebook page, facebook.com/Reverb Unseen.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. So until then, here's Jetpack, back to life on stratcast.co.uk. Unheard.
Unsigned.